So Susan F. and Langhorne, new one-time customer. Scope of work is going to be shrub trimming and pruning, and then mulch install. She wants a natural, non-dyed, the brown mulch. So I'll walk around the side, the front, head to the back. So starting up front, you're going to want the 12-foot ladder for this property based off of the couple trims, extender pole, that good stuff. So starting up here with the trimming. So this is large shrub here. She wants it 1/3 cut down, so that's pretty dramatic. You can see it's a good height. It's probably close to 10 foot high. So cut it back 1/3 all around, shape it, trim it, clean it up. Before we get into it too, she was saying that she likes mulch to be 4 inches thick. I told her that's kind of aggressive and probably impossible in certain spots. So she said, okay, cool. I told her more like 2 inch to 3 inches more than normal. So anyway, just keep in mind, maybe go a little heavier on the mulch than normal, being that she was expecting kind of 4, and I told her it's probably too much. So just keep that in mind. So over in this area, just kind of clean up this area a little bit, and mulch install all running along here, along the driveway. Next trimming spot, large shrub here again. Gonna want the 12-foot, and basically just trimming the side, trimming the top, trimming the other side. Give it like kind of a round on the top. Trim, clean up, whatever. She said cut back as much as you can without it browning out and dying. So it is hot, so I wouldn't go like bonkers with it. It's pretty green everywhere. I mean, all the way through it's pretty green, but you probably can do a pretty good cut back on it. But yeah, she wants to cut back pretty dramatically if you can. And then all this area, clean up. A lot of debris and droppings and stuff, so clean up this area, and then mulch install here. Mulch install here. Be careful, she's got a lot of plants, a lot of roses, a lot of flowers. Just be cautious when you're whacking out the weeds. If you're in doubt, I would probably leave it, I would say. So yeah, so bed cleanup all here. Clean up. Most of these like little stuff is obviously weeds, but these I would leave. Obviously all the rows, leave that. You can leave. The rest of it's kind of weed. Needs a good edge established, so however you want to do it with whatever, walk behind, attachment, whatever. But she did mention needs a nice edge here, kind of like curve it. Looks like it's been a while since she's got mulch or an edge cut out. So light trimming and shaping of this. Doesn't need a lot, just a light prune up. Make sure after you trim it too, like really blow the bush and like smack it with a rake. Otherwise this is what happens over time. If you trim it and these kind of lay here, they just turn brown and then it kind of looks crappy. So after you trim it, try to really smack it. So light prune and shape of this. As far as mulch, you can just put like a little thin layer here. You don't got to get bonkers inside there, but kind of a thin layer of mulch there will do. Leave all these guys, obviously all these plants. All these little clover weeds, you can clean them up. I wouldn't like spray any here because she has so many plants. 2, she's looking for natural. So I think she would be against probably spraying. So light trimming and shaping of this, mulch down here. By the time we get out, this will probably be done blooming, but she said, yeah, trim and shape this up a little bit. Right here, a little bit of mulch around the hostas there. You know, same thing kind of here as over there with the U, just a little bit of mulch here, kind of clean it up. Trim, clean up, mulch all in here. Needs a good edge established. Got a bunch of plants and stuff in here, so leave all that. Just you have some clover weeds here to try to pull out and mulch around. A lot of plants and such in here, so most of this you can leave. Again, a couple small little weedy stuff. She said she tries to weed here and there. So some of it's kind of like that. That's why I say most of the stuff here is intentional, but there is some of that smaller stuff. Mulch all here. Looks like she cut this edge out herself a little bit, so it's already done a little bit. Mulch all here, and then she said stop when you get to here. This is all her like plants. So where you see the hay and such, all this area completely skipped. Don't do anything with it. She's got a bunch of plants in the ground she just planted. Leave them be. And then here, probably want to just take a string trimmer, but there's all these rose plants running all the way down, and then there's just like a little bit, again, looks like it hasn't been there in a while, but there's like a little bed of mulch, foot and a half, whatever. So you can kind of sprinkle that there. I wouldn't go bonkers with edging it here, maybe like you know, whatever, use your judgment, but you don't gotta get too nitpicky with the edge there. But mulch it. I'll move to the back. I don't think you can get any mulch around this tree, so I would leave that alone. Alright, then moving back here. Mulch install here. Where you see the hay, she just planted these things, so leave them alone. But a little bit of grass and stuff back there you can clear out and mulch it. Moving over to here, all this you can leave. These are plants, these are intentional. They're basically the same as that over there that she planted, but the rest of this stuff, so that's intentional. There's some grass stuff here, you can whack it out. And then here with these stones, if we can just take them all out, throw the mulch down, like prep the area, clean it up, throw the mulch down, and then put the stones back, is cool. Kind of mulch install here. This whole area, bust out all these weeds, all these clover weeds, things, get them out of here, mulch all in here, and then trimming up this juniper here. Not as tall as the other one, it's probably 8 foot high. 8 foot will probably do it over here, but trim and shape all that, clean that up. That one you won't be able to cut back super dramatically. And then mulch install all here. And then kind of close in, and you can see all the plants she gets into it. So here's the other side of that for trimming. And then the last bit, this little small bed here of mulch install. And that's it.